Hi everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful paper Christmas tree. This is a model that actually has a very simple step-by-step process, just requires a little patience to make. You can make a more complex version, like this green one, or a slightly simpler version, like this red one here. It's also very beautiful. One nice detail about this model is that after you finish it, you can close it and save it for next year. Each piece of this craft is made using a template. I left some of these templates in the description. You can just print one and then cut out this part to use as a guide, as a template to make each piece. And then use the remaining part with the lines as a guide for applying glue. But if you can't or don't want to print it, you also have the option to draw it by hand. In this video I'm making a smaller tree, so I'll start with just half sheet of paper. We fold the paper in half. After folding it, we turn it in this position and draw half the Christmas tree on the closed side. Then we cut out our drawing. This will be the size and shape of the Christmas tree I'm showing in the video, but you can use only half as a template. Now we can take another piece of paper and fold it in half as well. Let's place the template on the side. And then draw the tree again. I like doing it this way because it gives more space to work with. But just like before, you can do this by drawing only half of the tree on a smaller piece of paper. Now we are going to make the marks where we will apply the glue. The first one is right here at the top, so the tip stays closed. And the second one more or less here in the middle. I made these two with a blue pen because they will be the first ones to receive glue. You'll understand this at the end. I'm going to make another line in the middle of the space between these two. And another one lower down, more or less proportional. These are the guidelines for applying glue. Now, it doesn't matter whether you printed or drew it by hand, the step-by-step process is exactly the same. We take our first piece of paper, here in my case is half an A4 sheet, and we fold it in half. We place our template on the side and draw the outline. We cut the paper following the line we just draw, and we have our first piece. Just to be very clear, you don't need to use half a sheet of paper. You can use any paper you have as long as it's big enough to fit the entire drawing. You can make as many pieces as you want, but for a nicer result, the ideal number is minimum of 20 pieces and maximum of 50. In this example I made 24. Once they are all ready, we take our guidelines, then we unfold one of the pieces and place it on top of our guide. Then we apply glue along the center line, which I marked here in blue. After that, also apply glue on the tip line. We close the paper like before. And let the glue dry. To make it easier, I'm going to place this tape dispenser on top. That way it stays in place until the glue dries. We take the next piece and unfold it as well. We align it with our drawing. And once again, apply glue on the first and third line. And repeat the same process with all the others. After applying glue to all of them, we will have all the pieces glued in the first and third lines. Now we can place them back on our guides again and apply glue on the other two remaining lines. We place the next piece on top, trying to keep everything as aligned as possible. Once again, we apply glue on the second and fourth lines. We place the next piece on top. And repeat everything until the last one. And once it's finished, we'll have this result. Now, if you want, you can glue one side to the other, but I think it's much better to just hold it together with some paper clips. This way you have the option to disassemble and store it if you want to save it for next year. So, following the logic of the closed part at the bottom, first we need to clip it right here at the base. And then here, a little higher up. And just like that, our Christmas tree is ready! I hope you were able to make it. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next video.